Welcome, Keykey's Doorway subscribers, viewers, cross watchers. But right now, I gotta give a huge shout out to all the Keykey's Doorway subscribers, all 399 of you guys for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for taking a walk with me through the Akashi records. Thank you for reliving, rediscovering who you are and how your past can be a present to your future and to your now, and who you are, what you are, and knowing more about you will give you and lead you one step closer to not just of who you want to be successfully, but how you want to be in this life successfully. So all the star seeds, all the stars, I'm going to be naming the names, the subscribers. I see you as stars. You are the sun, you are the star in my eyes and in people's eyes around you. Know that you are loved and appreciated. I'm only here to read to you how others are feeling about you, how you feel about yourself, and the way you really want to go. So let me name them names. Okay. Billy Broadway, Diane Granton, Letitia Pinckney, Ayaka Liu, Ambitious Ganning, Snowflakes, SWAT King 25, Nikia Marie, Chaco Pisces, Thomas O'Kelly, Virginia Hernandez, New Potential, Mr. Drawing, Miss Burnett, Rosa Miranda, Honey Doll 408, Night Nurse, Clancy Marley, Cozy Lofts, Mysterious 101, Sophia LaFou Bell, Stacy Dalton, Kim Harold, Nanny, Sandy Ayula, The Night of Owl Joker, Rachelle Spencer, Stylist Empress, Buzz Buzzard, Stephanie Miller, Kenyatta Dalty, D. Nadio, Krishna Singh, Garina 24, Lashonda Hughes, Donna Bradford, DS to Love, Maria Teresa, Shumalia Naaz, Miss Williams, Ubliminal, The 305 Goddess, Miss Queenie Wise, Miss Duell, Mr. Ibrahim, Miss Pollard, Miss Hello Kit Girl for Life, Mr. Armstrong, Miss Kimberly, Sacred Raspins, Nicole Mathieu, Pari Asari, Himani Das, Ankh Dis, Teresa Manor, Ray Shower, Sylvia Candia, Mr. Aldana, Miss Saloon, Nabil, Miss Asim, Mr. Mejia, Miss Sean, Mr. Sims, Miss Cabby, Amanda Smith, Shirley Ganianis, Vina Harris, Linda Mike 0509, Miss Latori, Heaven Hell Love Cat, Bernadette Cortelice, Eyes of Capricorn, Fervor Empress, Ruby Dew, Mr. Sergeant Chris, Joanne Avery, Richard Mezza, A Brave Bird Saved, Shanika Chaney, Not For You to Know, Basar Da Saruas, Angelica Martinez, Azora Crawford, Kaya Dix, Sunshine Taylor, Dominique Floria, Tammy Jones, Arita 51, Sadie Neal, Asaid Neal, Yvette Kin D'Souza, Sarah Joy, Gumdrop 40973, Kelly D, Being Your True Self Coaching, I Goddess, Iron Clutch, Giovanni Ziamara, Dennis Eggleston, and Darling Starling. Thank you for being a part of the doorway with me. Thank you for walking in the doorway with me. Let's see what's in store for you for November 2018. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father, what will be in store for Keykey's Doorway subscribers in the month of November 2018? What actions will Keykey's Doorway subscribers take? Okay. All right, let's get this going. Get my sage on. Okay. All right. The first week of November, your past life wants you to know that you can use the art of forgiveness in the first week of November. What are the 4 things, or what are the things that you want to forgive? 4 things. The reason why I said 4 is a solid number. It's the 4 pillars of how we can create a foundation. What are the 4 ways in which you want to show your forgiveness to yourself and others? What are the 2 ways that you want to show forgiveness to yourself? And what are the 2 ways that you want to show forgiveness to others? When you forgive people, it will bring you fortune, fortitude, and a flow of abundance of love your way. The more you forgive, and not blindly forgive, but when you realize the 4 things and the examples in which you want to forgive, it will give your heart, your mind, and soul a light of understanding to why forgiveness is truly an essential key factor in humanity and in health. Your past life wants you to use as a present that forgiveness is also, because you were and still are, an angel, a messenger of morality, a messenger of love, a messenger of self-discovery, a messenger of self-improvement. In the second week of November, you're seeing how forgiveness truly ties into your past life practicing spirituality and religion. No matter what country, no matter what religion, each religion has spirituality to it. It has a spirit or a soul expression to each religion. Whichever religion you are resonating with right now, also see the spiritual side of that religion too. When we discover the religious side, for example, I do come from a background of Episcopal Christianity, Baptist Christianity. My spiritual side has also led me to understand paganism, to understand about 5 chakras, or 5 or the 7 chakras, looking at the 7 sins or the 7 vices. I also seen that it has a 7 spiritual principle to it. Looking at Christianity and Buddhism, to me, are the one and the same. That is my spiritual side to my Christian faith, is Buddha. Also looking at how I see a stem of religion, which is Christianity, and seeing it in different facets of spirituality practices has helped me. In the second week, Keykey Doorway subscribers, star seeds, you're unlocking who you are by who you were as a spiritual teacher, as a spiritual disciple, as a spiritual messenger. Whatever is in your third eye, your vision, whatever books, testaments, texts, religious texts that truly resonate with you. In the second week, you're going to be going back to those literature, to those texts, to those testaments, and seeing how you can implement those practices and principles in your waking life. And you're going within. When you unlock who you are spiritually through your religious factor and through your spiritual upbringing and principles that you have accumulated along the way, you're going to go within your heart space, your heart chakra, your sacred chakra, your root chakra. And you're going to see how these wisdoms has helped you to either move forward or hold you in a standstill. Now, a standstill doesn't have to be bad. It could be of when you go back into your spiritual practice or religion teaching, how can you revise it or upgrade it to what is going on in your waking life right now? When we practice religion and spirituality, we forget that we are practicing it in a time frame in which does not serve us right now. Does not mean the practice and the principle does not serve us, but the text in which we have used to read, now we might need to read the continuation of that text or see how we can upgrade it by looking at other texts throughout that book, whichever book, whether it be Kabbalah, Judah, Torah, mythology, spiritual, Kama Sutra, Tantra, Reiki, Tai Chi. Anything that you resonate with, you're going within to see how did these teachings truly help me in my life in the past. That will give you a tool or a world map on how you can use it in the now. If you need to tweak or upgrade anything, you will know exactly based on the Psalms that you read or the chapters you have read, and which was in the book of John, was it in a storyline. It will give you an angle on which you can use this as a repetition. How you use this repetition is by seeing how leaving and traveling can benefit you in regards to your spirituality, or seeing how you don't have to leave or travel outside of yourself to understand spiritual religion. Googling what is in your mind's eye, whatever you dream, whatever you have read before in the past, now's the time to YouTube it. Now is the time to Google it. Now's the time to find literature and books on those practices and principles and start reading them more for yourself and seeing how you can interpret it of use in the now. So you don't have to go outside. You don't have to physically travel far and abroad to understand where your spirituality comes from and where your wisdom comes from. You can YouTube, Google, go in books. You can talk to people, your friends, family, people in your community that is in your radius, within your radius, where you don't have to go far to understand who you are spiritually and understand how you forgive. So of course you wouldn't have to go far. Go within your community, go within your family tree, go within your friends, your colleagues, people that you truly resonate or connect with, and start talking to them about who you are spiritually, how you view forgiveness, how do you see forgiveness. Ask them how they see spirituality, what is their spiritual practice, what is their religious key factors, and you will find out that what people tell you gives you an understanding of who you are and that why you chose these people in the first place to communicate. They have similarities to you than you realize. And when you see that they have similarities to you than differences, then you will be able to release misconceived notions of connecting to other religious or spiritual people in your life, because you will see that they have too similar principles and practice that they live by as well. And it could be in a different religion. It could be in a different spirituality. And that's what you're realizing. And from that, the end of a phase or situation will close, will cease. If you're wondering that if your love or your relationship can be of hindrance, or if you're wondering if your job would not agree with your upbringing and religious factors, you'll find out that they are in fact similar to your own. And your spiritual transformation will be happening within 4 days, within this whole month of November. And the time will move on. The time to move on will be in your own clock, within your own individual clock, and how to be grounded in your stability and how you communicate that to others within your community, within your home, within the suitors in your life, even with the communication you have with yourself. That's in the first week of November. The second week of November, by action, you will be the ace of earth. You will see how who you are spiritually and how you forgive others is in fact an anchor, a gem, an acorn for you to build your foundation on. To build your foundation on. It will not weather it. It will bring victory to you instead. So the inflow of abundance will come to you once you realize that you have a lot in common to who you are spiritually and religiously. You will have an inflow of abundance once you realize that forgiving others and forgiving yourself will give you room to bring in that flow of blessings to you. The universe cannot give us blessings if we don't have room. So forgiving others and forgiving yourself is giving that mental, physical, spiritual room for abundance to come to you. A promising business venture will be right before your eyes. Important documents and contracts will be present, and you will have that ambition and that energy and emotions, that equal emotions to tackle those things through. This is your second week of November. The third week of November, you will embark on the 5 of air. You're making those changes, and you're making the changes in how you communicate to yourself first and to others before you communicate it to others. So when you communicate to yourself, you might think that these moves that you're making is unwise, or that understanding who you are spiritually and religiously is unwise, because have you physically seen people use their spiritual self in their finances, in their physical growth, in their mental growth? No. However, the success stories that we see from leaders, you'll find that they have used their spiritual will and their spiritual practice and religious practice as an anchor. And they communicated to the people around them to keep that repetition or them principles revived. So you're going to learn what you can from the situation and see how reviewing can give you rewards around you. Rewards will be coming to you when you review the things that you fear or that make you concerned. And you will start to look at how these fear-based notions can be one way to see the motives of why it has stopped you from getting your blessings. Why it has stopped us from getting our blessings. Everyone's motives, again, is tied to who they are spiritually and religiously. That is how we build our moral fiber, our moral backbone in this world. Once you realize that, you will become the king of earth. Not only are you the apple of other people's Not only are you the apple in people's eye, no wonder you are the anchor, not just in yourself, but for others around you. They have given you the throne. People in your life, places and things in your life will be giving you the throne, will be handing you your crown. You will be the king of earth. You will be showing who you are through your generosity. You will be showing who you are professionally, because you're figuring out who you are through your spiritual and religious upbringing and your practices that you use that make you very confident and very strong and have a solid moral backbone. You're showing that you're very responsible and you use practical approach that are pleasing as well. A successful time is approaching. Confidently accepting opportunities you are offered. By talking to the people in your community, talking to people that is close to you rather than go abroad, will give you that throne that you have been waiting for. And everything that you do will have the Midas touch. So, Mr. and Miss Keykey's Doorway subscribers, viewers, course watchers, know that from you releasing the old skin and making room for new skin of who you are and who you're about to become will bring in material, financial, physical, emotional, spiritual blessings, reward, and bounty, abundance in your physical world, in your mental world, in your spiritual world. Even in your body will be making those changes and be showing you. Because a king is all about confidence. And you be seeing how you can be implementing these things in your life. Know that you are now the king of your domain. Show how you want to demonstrate that in the month of November. I love you. I love you, Keykey's Doorway subscribers, viewers, and course watchers. We will see you on the other side.